Okay, what we're doing as a people is responding. Okay, we're reactionary. And everybody on the planet knows that. Even the killer cops know it. They know if you kill this cat, kill his brother, kill this woman, do that, they'll react for 7 days, at max 7 days, then it'll subside and we can go on back to killing another. Over 100 people were killed by killer cops last month. Literally hundreds are killed in the United States
In the overall United States,
by
okay.
killer cops.
Yes.
Okay, now, is there a history? It's been going on all of the time. For 3, 4, 5 years ago, I was making the announcement in social media that policemen are killing people for political reasons. Well, folks was telling me on social media, you're crazy. But until I told them, something's gonna happen and you're gonna see that what I'm telling is the truth. And then it happened. Now, videos and cameras and all that's not gonna solve the problem. Okay, Michael Brown's killing was video. The young brother up in New York who was choked was video. Okay, so and others are video, but nothing happens to the police officers. Why is the question? Why are they allowed to shoot and kill with virtually no accountability? Why? Answer the question, why? Okay, the reason is, during the 21st century with a black president in office, the white man feels vulnerable. He feels weakened. And the world is watching, not just us. He is projected as a power force throughout the world. You understand what I'm saying? So, if he is projected as a weakened man today, he's going to have problems around the world. So, what is best to do? Go back to the old Jefferson Davis strategy. Suppress the black people. Beat them down, kill them, so the world can see that we're still in power. And so that we, the black people, will understand that the white man is the superior man in the land.
Okay.
And we got that. See, let me say this.
No, go ahead.
Black people got that. We got the idea that the white man is superior. But we're going into the 21st century. We're deep into the 21st century. So therefore, he's got to do more because of this black president, more because white women and black people and young white people voted for the black guy. Okay? So the nation's psychology is changing. And these white males are saying, if we don't do something, then we would be the inferior ones. And the minority, the Negro, will be seen as the superior. So we have to start killing these folks while this black president is in office to show them that nothing can be done. And now, can someone prove to me, in this room or in the audience, that something has been done?
Well,
nothing has been done.
Well, I think some things can be pointed out, but give us your take on what, we've been talking a lot about solutions. Give us your take on what should be done,
Yeah,
what could be done. Come on.
We should be angry as hell. And our anger should never subside. We should be angry every day, 24/7 as a people.
Okay, well, is anger, let me ask you this. Is anger,
my point.
go ahead.
My point is, when you shoot one, the philosophy and the idea in our head should be, you shot us all.
Okay.
That's the Jewish perception. And that's the scripture. That's the Old Testament, I think. You kill one, you've killed all.
Okay, so you're saying, I hear you saying that what should be done as a solution, beyond being angry, do I hear you saying,
I'm saying, no. No, this is what I'm saying. Be angry. There's nothing wrong with being angry. God gave us that for a reason. He didn't give us that to listen to our oppressors and tell us, oh, no, you're an angry black man. You shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't raise your voice. You shouldn't hit the top of the table. You shouldn't do any of that. You should just sit there and be passive and talk like a female.
Well,
we don't need to do that.
Well,
we don't need to do that. We need to be men.
Okay. Let me interrupt you right
Sure.
here. Let me interrupt you right here. Now, we covered the question of anger, I guess, about 3 weeks ago. And I was the one who spoke about anger. And that's nothing wrong with being angry. When you take that position, listen to you, you're allowing yourself to be controlled. But I'm asking you beyond, it's one thing to be angry, and then it's another thing to take action. I thought I heard you say something about organizing. Angry is one thing. Taking action is something else. Do I hear you talking about organizing and taking action? Do I hear you implying that? What are we to take?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying 40 million black people should be angry.
And that's all?
That's all.
Okay. Lonnie, I want to go to you.
I want to say, I understand what the brother's saying about us being angry. And if we just sit back and not be angry, then we're agreeing with the murderer. But we're saying, okay, it won't happen no more. We'll give him a pass, and maybe he'll understand. We don't agree with that. And then you wake up in the morning and turn on your TV, and another black unarmed man has been murdered, running away from the police. So, but we're gonna have to raise this to Obama. Hey, Mr. Obama, what are you doing for our brothers? Are you representing our brothers? We can't be scared to say, yes, we have a black president, and we feel he should stop what he's doing and put this at a national attention and defend the honor of our black man. And if we feel ashamed to do that, then, you might as well go and bow down to the white Jesus picture that you go to on a Sunday morning and give all your thanks to and praises to, and forget about the black man, because subconsciously that is what's happening. We have no value for that black brother that creates life just like you. We have that value for that white oppressor and his valuable materialistic lifestyle, and we giving up on our people and our culture. So until we say, you know what, I'm fed up with going to buy these Jordans, I'm fed up going to these rap concerts, and we need to stand up for our brothers and value their life, then we're just gonna sit back and come back here next week and talk about this subject again, But that's just my opinion.
Your opinion is fine, but it sounds like it's based on some logic. I hear you taking a step beyond anger. I hear you talking about, sending a letter or something to Obama, addressing it to Obama. I hear you saying something about something like what Dr. King said, and he was assassinated right after that. He said something about the Civil Rights Bill and withdrawing our economic support. You said something about Nike and these other big companies pulling back from the Jordans and the Nike and all the expensive stuff, in which we're going to transition to black folks and money in just a minute, and that's going to be part of what we're going to be talking about. So I hear you going beyond anger. Omar, I want to go to you next. Help us pull something together in terms of right here, right now, as a solution, projection that we, the audience, people in Memphis, can look at in terms of this whole equation. Anger, there's nothing wrong with being angry, and I'll be first saying, I'm angry about the situation, about things that have happened, but I think we need to take some action. Now you can agree or disagree. Give us your take.
In the situation with Brother Scott.
Yes.
they really had no choice in the matter, except to fire him and then charge him with murder. Because the video, obviously, even conservative white people said the man was murdered. Because the Supreme Court has already said that when you have a fleeing felon who can harm you nor anyone else, you can't shoot at him. That was based on the state of Tennessee versus Gardner, right here in Shelby County.
It's been all over the TV screen.
Yes, so you can't do that.
Yes.
That's against the law. That's outright murder. So it ain't like they did us a favor. They followed the law this time.
Right.
Because in Ferguson, when they didn't follow the law with Michael Brown, you had the sheriff, he's gone, Aaron Wilson's gone, and some more folk are gone.
Yes.
What we need to do is come together as one. If we don't unite and exercise our political will, we're going to continue to get the same mess we've been getting and get the same kind of discriminatory practices we've been getting, and we're going to continue to be in the same hole that we've been in since slavery. Nothing's going to change.
So let's end it on that note and transition to economics. But I heard you say unifying, coming together, exercising our political will, which is going to require some work, and enforcing the laws that are on the books. And it's all over the screen that this is illegal. But it was predicted right here on the show that nothing would happen to Darren Wilson. I'm going to ask you, Omar, what is going to happen to Slagger, and then some of the things we're going to talk about when we go to Black Folks and Money.
We can only pray on that one. When
Okay.
I saw him on the TV screen dressed in that jail uniform,
That was a sight.
and he had a black judge talking to him through the video screen. I said, all praises be to God.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
So I'm hoping justice is served, but that doesn't always mean that it's going to be served.
Right.
It has the illusion of justice, and hopefully the illusion will become reality.
Right. Now, are you saying that hoping does not bring it about? Or are you saying that since he's been charged with murder and is behind those bars would not bring about justice? Obviously, we cannot bring back Mr. Scott or thousands of other men of African descent. Obviously not. So,
Who would think that if my son came to visit me in the community where I live, and he goes to the store to get some iced tea and some Skittles, then he's murdered,
yeah.
and the killer is not prosecuted and convicted of murder. I mean, what crime did he commit? Visiting his dad. And for them to take and have a trial and then let the man go. Not by a jury that was qualified to even, adjudicate the case. But that kind of thing, to me, is injustice.
Okay.
So even though it has the illusion that justice is coming, the reality is that justice was not served. And even though the gentleman is telling the press right now he's walking around trembling, he should be dead, not trembling. He should be dead in his grave. And if you're going to tremble in the grave.
Well, let's open the phone lines up. Listen, the phone lines are open. 901-327-3400 or 901-327-2500. Now, I want to put this question on the table and on the airwaves. Do we want to continue talking about this situation, or do we want to transition to Black Folks and Money? This has gotten to be exciting. Taluk, let me go to you. You want to keep talking about
Sure.
that? So you want to get on economics next week?
We can do that.
Okay, go ahead. I feel you
No,
have a burning desire. Go ahead.
No, I don't have a burning desire.
You don't? Okay. I was wrong that time.
Yeah, I'm listening to everybody else.
Okay, go ahead.
The thing is, we answer a lot of questions throughout the year on this radio broadcast. And there has to be some continuity and some consistency. Okay, and I think there has been, or have been. But we need to think holistic, okay, and comprehensive. And when you're dealing with intelligent people in intelligent conversation, you have to be patient, and anticipate where that mind is going. Okay, in that the solution lies always. Okay, you have, when we listen carefully. and we mentioned earlier about how the Jews handle things, okay? And I promise you that, it's self-evident, case in history. When you attack those people, they are relentless in capturing, trying, and executing. Case in history. They never give up, okay? Now, why is it that we don't have that attitude? Which is a solution. No one is out targeting Jews. You have defamation organizations. You have all kinds of things that they have to keep them safe. They don't 100% rely on the police for their safety, as we do. Okay? They understand the world. They understand their environment and their communities. They invest their monies into their own safety, unlike us. Okay, so we're vulnerable. We're very vulnerable. We've always been vulnerable. We were vulnerable during slavery. We are vulnerable day to day. And we depend on Caucasian people to do the right thing. Even as they're doing the wrong thing, we have lots of hope in praying that they do the right thing in the wrong thing. We can't continue like that. We have to become a people who is vigilant, who is courageous, who's willing to put their lives on the line for our future, for our children, so that they'll be safe. Okay, and an example is, if or when a young man or woman is killed in our community of our ethnicity and we feel like it was injustice, we should take the responsibility to do the investigation. We should take the responsibility and even having mock trials or whatever you want to do and prosecute, do it ourselves. The justice system is not working for us. We have to do it. One day we're going to have to do it ourselves, just like the Native Americans are doing. One day we're going to have to one day give up the idea that Caucasian people in America are going to be just by us. They have shown in every sense of the word, especially in the southern states, they have no respect for us.
Okay. Jeffrey, I want to go to you now. I think even though I hear Brother Talou saying all he's saying is anger, I still hear him calling for action. Is that right? Do you see where the problem can be solved without discussing it, going to a solution? And has any progress been made? What's your take on?
I definitely think when it comes to the Justice Department or criminal justice system, I don't think we've made any progress.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
It's the same story ever since, even before slavery. We know that we got to enlighten our people as far as the history of the police department. Maybe you'll have a different perspective. The police department was formed to round you up when you ran away. That's the history of the police department in the United States of America. And so once, and I know many people have heard that before, but really when you think about it good and think about it long and hard if you need to. Because these are the same institutions with their foot in the back of our necks today, with their bullets in our back today. And so what we need to do, I'm not saying that law enforcement is not necessary, but like these brothers are saying, we have to take ownership and solve our own problems sometimes when we see that they're not interested in our interests, in our better interests. And so we've got to look really critical at law enforcement, and if we don't have the government officials who are willing to go into each one of these precincts and reform them, then we're going to have to, we're going to have to turn to alternatives. I did get a chance to hear